It is wedding season, and if you've RSVP'd to an upcoming ceremony, Cara is back with some FYIs to keep in mind so you don't ruin the union.
Oh.
That's in this week's Things to Care About. Hi.
Hello. I mean, some of the things you might know, but we're going to brush up on our etiquette just in case.
Yes, because so
Okay.
many weddings were postponed. I don't know about you guys, but yes, ceremonies and
Right.
people are finally tying the knot. We want to make sure that we remember how to be, you know, the
Yes.
proper guest and all of the etiquette.
And disclaimer, this has nothing to do with the wedding you were at this weekend. It does seem strange that you were just at a wedding.
Wait a
Yes,
minute.
but-
Look at what number one is.
What?
About
Oh, well,
wearing
yes. Okay, well, no, well, you had to wear white.
Well,
right, this weekend.
okay, it was requested
Sure.
that we wear white, but is it still, typically you still, like
Okay,
I would have
I-
never worn white if it
Sure.
wasn't a white wedding.
Yeah.
That song
I
was
love that
requested
song. It's
and
a
we
nice
did
day
dance.
for a white wedding. Okay, well, we all know the forbiddens, like don't wear white, don't take pictures during the ceremony. But here are some extra do's and don'ts. Now, I will say there was a time for all of you younger folks watching in the late 90s when you were at a wedding and you had a disposable camera, and this was the epitome of being rude. You would take a and then you would make a very loud
It was
noise.
so
It's not
loud,
okay. It
right?
was not okay. Yeah, so
Oh,
don't wear
those were
white.
fun.
Although now it's kind of cheeky to have a disposable camera at the table to take. It's kind of fun.
They have
I've been to some weddings
Polaroids
that do-
sometimes, yes.
Okay, so here we go. The first one is read the registry online. Read the wedding site if there is one. So most times it has been sent with the invitation, but always check it first before contacting the couple with any last minute questions.
Good.
These sites have become more than just a slideshow. They usually have the discounts for booking hotels. They'll have, you know, maybe their origin story, but then also information for the day, like an agenda for the day.
Right.
And if there's any other events that you've been invited to, so you can check out there.
Yes, I felt bad, like even texting Cuzzy and Krista sometimes, you know, because I know they had family in, like
Sure.
they are so busy.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'd ask another friend, hey, do you know where we're supposed to do this or that? Because they've got a lot on their plate,
They
typically.
got a lot on their
so
plate.
they did a wedding site for a reason.
Yes,
Typically,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, try not to bother them if you don't have to.
Yes.
But okay, this next one, don't assume you have a +1.
Don't, people.
All right, this may be hard if you're in a couple, but unless it says and guest on the invitation, only you should be attending.
Yep.
Okay, I feel like I just chastised you, but only you should be attending. And don't call and ask if you can bring a day either. If it were in their budget, the bride and groom would have extended the extra invitation.
Amen.
Yes.
That happened in my wedding all those many years ago, and it was so awkward. It was
I
somebody
know.
on Jim's side, by the way. I was like,
Yes.
oh my gosh, you know, I
Right.
have a huge Italian family. We've had to really scale down the
Right.
list, and no, I
know.
hadn't even met her.
Right.
And much less than have her bring.
I mean, it just
Sorry.
depends on the
I'm sorry.
vibe, right? Because if you have unlimited funds and the place is huge and you can
And we
invite
did not. We
everybody,
did not.
but then also I think like I love that. I thought you said, you know, there were maybe 50 people at the wedding this weekend. I love that because I think the like more mature you get about being in a union with somebody, the more you realize that you don't have time to talk to 500 people
Right.
in a night. And honestly, that's one of the things. If I had to do it over again, there were so many people at my wedding
Yes.
that. I don't know. I mean, I still had a great time, but I just would have made it more intimate.
More intimate, yes. I did love that part of it, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, this one's interesting because I think this has changed over the last few years. Don't bring a big gift to the wedding.
Oh, good. We
so
didn't.
okay, because
we
afterwards,
haven't bought it yet.
Okay.
Is that okay? Is that on the no?
I think you have a
list?
year.
Yeah.
I think you have a
You
year.
have a year, I think, still.
But between like taking down the decorations, if you have to do that, and saying goodbye to their guests, or sometimes they just leave, obviously after their last dance.
You don't want the
last thing
family dealing
they
with
want to do
it.
is lug the gifts to the car and then worry about them getting to their house. So if you can, just ship it directly to their home.
Yes, I agree. I love that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. And then it's hard to come to the ceremony if you have a ceremony before to take that gift
To take the big
church.
gift, yeah. Just make it easy. Typically on the registry now, boom, 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 click, buy the gift, and
Yeah.
it gets sent.
Easy
So,
peasy.
it works.
Okay, this next one, very important. Respect the seating chart. All right, so you may wonder why you've been put at a certain table
Don't
with
question
people
it.
that you don't know, but the bride and groom have thought carefully about the seating plan. So don't swap. I love it. Don't swap place cards. Just sit
No.
next to somebody that you want to. Now, I will say, my wedding, for some reason, Lee's grandfather, I'd like to publicly apologize again, was like clear in the back room by himself. He was not supposed to be. So I don't know how that
How did
happened.
that happen?
I don't know, but I do not take responsibility for that. I still think about it every once in a while.
man,
Our
he
wedding was
forgives
many,
you.
many years ago.
He forgives you.
I think he does. I'm not
Okay.
sure. sure. But did they have seating assignments, or was it just kind of social?
No, they had food stations, and everybody was mingling. But again, smaller.
Right.
So it was great. It was great.
That's nice. Okay, here's the last one. Also, you might not think of, but if there are favors at the wedding, take one. All right. You might not love the M&Ms or appreciate the handmade coasters, but the couple put a lot of time and money into the favors as a way to say thank you for coming. So. Take them with you, even if you throw them in the trash the minute you get home. Don't throw them in the trash. At least keep them for a few months and then throw them in the trash.
No, and I like it when it's food, when it's edible, because then on the way home I'm like,
Sure.
Yes.
I've had people give, the best, I think, favor I got was a little bag with a sleep mask and Tylenol.
Oh, that's cute. That's a very cute idea.
Isn't that a cute idea?
I love that. So we hope that we have helped you out here if you're back in the wedding scene.
Yes.
All you wedding goers out there, what is your #1 pet peeve that you've seen happen at weddings? Perhaps maybe even your wedding.
Oh, wait, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yes.
Sorry.
Let us know. Facebook.com/atl&co. We want to hear your biggest wedding pet peeve. What was yours? Crashers?
No. Somebody on Twitter the other day said, an open question, has anyone ever been at a wedding where somebody has objected during the ceremony? And there were thousands of comments of people sharing their stories. I spent at least 6 hours reading.
Reading that?
Yes.
I haven't. Have you? Let us know. Anyway, pet peeves, or if there was a really juicy story, tell us. Facebook.com/atl&co. I've never been to one where they object.
Me.
Yes. But anyway, love.